What's good, everybody? Welcome back to 2 Cent Tuesdays with Jenny, where you'll be getting my unsolicited, unapologetic opinion about what's going on in the world today. So before I get into this video, I just want to thank everybody who is watching my videos, watching this 2 Cent Tuesday thing I have going, and actually giving a damn about what I have to say. So thank you guys, and I'm going to keep it going for you. So without further ado, I'm not going to keep talking. Let's get right into this video. If you guys are new to this channel, you don't know, but if you have been here before, you guys know that I am guilty of watching all reality TV. I don't know why, but I am entertained by it, and yes, I watch all of it, all the ratchet TV, all of it. So obviously I'm gonna get into the whole Tahiry and Vado situation. So last week, WeTV's Marriage Bootcamp Hip Hop Edition aired last Thursday. Before the episode aired, one of the counselors, if you don't know what that show is basically a show where celebrities go on there with their spouse or their husband, their wives, their boyfriends, their girlfriends, somebody they're trying to work it out with, somebody they're dating. These celebrities go on the show with real doctors, psychiatrists, and they go on there and they do these drills to work on their relationships to get to a better place. Before the episode aired, Dr. Ish, which is one of the doctors on the show, posted this small clip of this couple on the show that had a physical altercation. Dr. Ish tweeted, "This is not okay, ever. I couldn't believe it happened. Everybody froze. We're going to do everything we can to make it right." So I guess he felt the need to clear that up before the episode aired because they already knew all types of backlash was going to happen. So what actually happened in the clip was celebrity couple Vado and Tahiry. If you don't know, Tahiry is a model / reality star. You've probably seen her on Love and Hip Hop. She used to date rapper Joe Buttons. And Vado is a rapper. I don't know much about him besides the fact that he's a dope rapper. So the two of them are a couple, which was a shock to many, including myself. I had no idea that they were dating. But anyway, they came on the show as a couple, and there was a drill on this. I'm going to get into their backstory, but I'm going to just get straight to the main point. There was a drill. Tahiry and Vado was having a very difficult time with this challenge. He was trying to have a conversation with her. She was very worked up. I don't know about what, but this is where editing comes in. But she was very worked up. At one point, she threw like 2 apples, Granny Smith hard apples, at his face. And it was just bad. It was argument after argument. He was like kind of coming off calm, and she was just going in. And when they all had to come together as a group, all the couples with the doctor, she was expressing how this is the side that I don't want everybody to see, and this is what he brings out of me. And all of a sudden, Vado gets up and charges at Tahiry, like yokes her up by the neck. And it was just like, whoa, what are you doing? Like, I was shocked. The room was shocked. The doctor, Dr. Ish, he immediately got involved and was like, whoa, brother, that's not cool. That's not cool. Her face looked shocked. I don't know. A lot of people are saying she didn't look shocked like this happened before. I took it more as she looked embarrassed, like she didn't expect him to do that and didn't really know what to do. I don't know. But we're going to get into my 2 cents later. Anyway, he was removed. Vado was removed with the doctor, and you hear him saying like, yo, you want to hit me in my face with some apples, and then Before the episode aired, Vado took to Instagram and posted, "Nobody was hit. Good editing. Watch the show." Tahiry also took to Instagram and had something to say. She chose to put her life on camera, whether it's good, bad, or ugly, and how devastating that this was to her, And, you know, a lot of people were accusing, you know, we all think that reality TV is not really reality. A lot of us know that it's scripted, but she had this to say. Let me be clear. For all the people saying that this was scripted, it is not. As a woman that has already suffered physical abuse at the hands of a man, why would I ever want to relive that? So, basically, she was implying that this was not scripted. She would never, there's no amount of money in the world that would make her, you know, pretend to get abused just for ratings or for pay. So we don't know, because again, a lot of these reality shows, a lot of it is scripted. A lot of them are put in these situations where they want these things to happen. And they kind of pay to say that it's not scripted, I feel like, because a lot of them say it's not scripted, this is real, and you know what I'm trying to say. After the episode aired, Vado took down his post, and then he had this to say. Nobody the victim. We both were wrong, me more, because I'm a man that tried to take the better route, but couldn't. Once it was no apology and continuous of disrespect, I lost it and went out like a straight sucker. And he apologized to all women for what he did. He took responsibility for his actions. He knew it was wrong, but he said he felt like he just snapped because she was continuously disrespecting him. So now this takes me to the question of, did she deserve to get jumped on the way that she did? Because a lot of people, you know, I read comments, I see what people saying, and you got some people like, yo, y'all don't know, like, she mad disrespectful, she can't be doing this, she hit homie with an apple. And then you got some people like, that is not, domestic violence is never okay. A man putting his hands on a woman is never okay. So what do you say? Comment down below. If you don't watch the show, based off of what I'm saying, look up the clips, check the show out, and let me know, what do you think? Did she deserve this, or was this straight up wrong? So now I'm gonna put my 2 cents in there. Again, I am a fan of the show, so I have watched from the first episode up until that episode, and probably till the last. I will say this, point blank period, a man should never be putting his hands on a woman, period. And a woman should not be putting her hands on no man, period. Let's be very clear about that. Now, I've watched the show since day one, and it's so hard to give opinions about shows like this, because honestly, they do some crazy editing on these shows. As we all know, and I hate to even bring her in this situation, no disrespect, but we know that Tamar is currently going through a huge battle with WeTV because of these very things of editing and how things looked. And it doesn't compare by any means. It doesn't compare. But I'm just saying, based on editing, it's hard to give an opinion because you don't really know somebody's true personality, and you really don't know what they're about in real life because of how they're edited on a show. Now that I said that, I'm sorry, I do a lot of talking with my hands. Tahiry, I cannot front, has said some very disrespectful things to this man since the first episode. Like, I was like, whoa. Like, the very first thing I can remember her saying was, "You're the brokest man I ever been with." On national television, she said this to this man. There was constant bringing up of his, financial status, and, a lot of downplaying, like, well, if I was looking for this, I wouldn't be with you. Instead of just saying, I'm with you because I love you, baby, because I love what we have. But it was like, I ain't with you for money because you ain't got that. Like, it was coming off like that. Now, In Tahiry's defense, as a fellow New Yorker like she is, and him, we, not all of us, but a lot of us who grow up in certain neighborhoods from New York, like, we are very rough women. We talk very unladylike sometimes. Like, we could really come off as like on some real shit. Like, we could come off hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for instance, if a guy be like, hey babe, I'm like, what's up? What's up? What you doing? Like, that's how, like, you know what I mean? Like, we're not very soft. You know, sometimes we can be, but we're a little rough. But that does not give Tahiry the right to say the things that she was saying. I feel like there was a buildup based on what the show is showing. I don't know what was really happening there. But based on what I am watching, there was a buildup. Because Vado comes off very like she okay. Like, he'll just laugh off what she's saying or just look at her crazy. Like, are you serious? Are you saying this to me? And never really gave much reaction. And she would just be throwing them daggers at him, no lie. On top of the apples that she did chuck in his face twice before he leaped at her. But anyway, I can tell there was a buildup that made him jump up out that seat and yoke her up. But that was no excuse to do what he did at all. But women also have to be mindful, both men and women. We have to be mindful of how we talk to people, how we treat people. I will say it in a minute. There's no excuse for a man putting his hands on a woman, but there's also no excuse for a woman putting her hands on a man. And there is no man that I know is going to sit there and let you throw apples at his face, punching him, hitting him, slapping him, and he is not going to react, whether it's simply defending himself or hitting back. That's human nature. Nobody is going to stand there and get beat up, male or female, so you're going to react. Most men have the strength over their woman. So if she's pounding on him and he snaps and decides to retaliate, it's going to look a whole lot worse for her than it is for him. And when the cops come, they're not going to be looking at him as a victim like, hey, she was beating me up and I had to defend myself. They're taking him in because they're looking at her now battered and scarred. So we have to be very mindful of our tempers and how we interact with each other, male and female. Like, it's never okay to downplay a man's finances. If you knew these things when you got with him, why would you bring that up? Why would you even throw things like that in his face? Something my good friend taught me is that if you're going to be in a relationship and these things that you already knew about this person that you didn't mind in the beginning, but now it bothers you, you complaining about it all the time, everything he does or she does gets on your nerves, and you're just complaining all the time. My good friend told me it's either you stay and you deal with it or leave. But complaining is not doing anything for you or him. Just leave. But what else bothered me about the situation? It's clear cut. No, she did not deserve it. But what bothered me is the reaction of everyone around the room. The only person I seen jump up or about to jump up was Hazel E. She was the only one ready to go. And let's not forget, the episode before that, we saw a video of her dude damn near jump on top of her to snatch her phone out her hand to see who she was talking to. So why is this aggression normalized? Like, it's okay for these men to pounce on these women and it's okay. Why is that normal? Why is it that every man in that room sat there like, and this is not, I've seen this a lot. Like, personally, I've watched a girl, me and my friend was coming home from work, and this guy and his girlfriend was arguing. you know, people argue, you know, like, you would prefer them to take that in the house, but it is what it is. You keep walking, mind your business. But as we walked past them, we heard like the gate they was leaning on like start shaking. So we both turned around and he was like in her face, and I think he even pushed her when we weren't looking. But you can tell he was getting really OD aggressive with her. So me and my friend, we was ready to go. But the crazy thing about it is that me and my friend, female, two women, we was ready to defend her. I wasn't going to stand there and let this young girl get beat up by a man. But what was crazy about it is his homeboy was sitting in the car chilling and watching. Not stopping his mans, not trying to stop him like, yo, chill out, you're doing too much. Sat there and watched it. And I've seen a lot of dudes do this. Like it's normal, it's okay. Or if you're with your guy and you see this type of thing happening, you want to get involved and your man is telling you to mind your business because they don't want to get involved. But it's just like, how can we sit back and watch a man leap at a woman and nobody reacted? Y'all don't think that's a little strange? Why are we normalizing this behavior? Now, here's another valid point. And I know this video is very long-winded, but come on, this is a serious matter here. A lot of it is black women. If a white woman gets beat up by her husband, she's a victim. Oh my goodness, we are here for you. But if a black woman gets beat up by her boyfriend, husband, whatever, or just by guys, look at the young lady who got thrown in a dumpster by a group of guys for what? We look at that like, oh, she probably deserved it. Oh, she probably hit him first. Or, oh, that mouth, she disrespectful, she deserved it. Nobody deserves that. Again, black women are the most unprotected species on this planet. Okay? We are not protected by our own kings. We are not protected by anyone. Because when we have a voice, oh, she too much, she too loud, she got too much attitude, she need to be put in her place. She needs to be in a woman's place. Nah, bro, you gotta shut that down. Make her bow down. I'm the man. This is what we get when we have a voice, because we're supposed to stay in a woman's place. Okay. Where is that? Where is a woman's place? Beneath you? Or you want a woman to be equal to you? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get why men feel this way towards us. If we are too quiet, we're weak. If we're too loud, we got attitude problems. We're damned if we do, damned if we don't. And I really, if y'all have the answers, let me know in the comments down below. I really don't understand why the disrespect. And on both ways. Why do women feel it's okay to disrespect men the way they do? And why does men feel like it's okay to disrespect women the way they do? Particularly people of color I'm speaking of. Why is it okay for her to chuck apples at his face, but it's not okay for him to leap at her after constant blows being thrown at him? Now, that's not me defending what he did. I'm just asking the question. Like, is one okay over the other, or are they both wrong? Answer that in the comments down below, yo. With that being said, I'm going to end this here. There was once upon a time where we were the dominant. And I'm going to leave this picture I found. I'm going to put it at the end, so make sure you watch this video to the end. And I'm going to leave this with y'all. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. I appreciate all of your beautiful views, but I want you to subscribe to the channel too, so you don't miss out on anything. And make sure you hit that notification bell so it will let you know every time I post a new video. And give this video a thumbs up. And make sure you follow me on all of my social media platforms. Everything will be in the description down below. And Jenny is out, and I'm going to leave this here.